Coach, maybe talk about the first two periods, because the first two periods, it was like almost inverse of each other, the tilted rink each way. And did you feel like only 1-0 up after first period was maybe a bit of a problem, the way you dominated it?
Not a problem. I obviously really liked our first period, probably one of the best periods we've had all season. Lots of things. Puck movement was really strong. Maybe a couple opportunities we could have capitalized on for sure, but in general, that's a great period. And the challenge for us is then following that back up. And obviously, a lot of credit to Toronto when they came out in the second. They, right from puck drop, they were on their toes. We knew they were going to have to be that way. That's the response to a period like they had in the first, and we didn't have the pushback we wanted, but stayed the course and kind of dug in there in the third to tie it up. So, yeah, finding a little more consistency to find that first period a little bit longer is going to be a goal of ours.
Coach Teresa's game, she's got 4 goals in her past 2 games. Thoughts on her game tonight? She got you a big goal as well in this game as well.
And sorry, which player?
Teresa.
Avanish?
Yes.
Yeah. T's playing great. It's fun to see her finding success. You can see she's a strong body. She's a powerful player and has a knack for the net. So, when she gets her shot off, good things are happening for us. So we'll obviously continue to encourage that from her. But you're not wrong. She's had a good season so far with us.
You had a trio of players here that are playing in their hometown for the first time as PWHL players. Was there an extra message for them to maybe soak it in a little more before the game?
Well, I think for everyone, you look around, look at us sitting in this room here. You look at that crowd. We saw the pictures from the concourse leading into the game, all the community events we were able to be a part of yesterday as well. This was a moment for all of us to soak in, and it's not lost on us, sort of, again, it's just how we're moving the needle as a sport and a league. So, I think for the girls that are from here, I was born here too. I grew up in Calgary, but Spruce Grove is where I was born. It's always nice to be able to play in your backyard. And, for me, I wore the Chimos and Extreme jerseys. I was going to go with the Inferno, so my apologies to the Inferno, but I went back to the Chimos because we were really good in the first, so it was just superstition. It's not lost on us the rich history of women's hockey here in Alberta as well, and all the builders of the game that have helped us get to this point. So we wanted to pay tribute to them. But I think for those 3 girls, it was an exciting day, absolutely. And I know they've got a lot of family and friends in the crowd. So it's a thrill. It was a thrill for them, and it was a thrill for us collectively. Well, that's too easy. Jana, any questions, Jana? Okay. Hey, thanks very much, and just thanks to the city of Edmonton for what they have done for this opportunity and both teams involved. First class all the way, and we're grateful to be here. So thanks to everyone in Edmonton.
This one goes out to each one of you guys, just the significance of being back home here in Edmonton, playing in the Oilers rink, and being in front of a hometown crowd. Just what's it like? Each one of you guys can decide the order of who to answer.
I mean, I feel like for all of us, it's unbelievable. Waking up this morning and realizing that we were going to be playing, it's a home game for us. It's truly a home game in front of our friends and families and coaches and people we went to school with. I know for me personally, I could never imagine myself playing a pro game here in Edmonton. So, how special?
Yeah, I would say similar feelings. I think when I first woke up this morning, it almost seemed too good to be true, and just getting on the ice for warm-up and seeing all the support across Edmonton. We heard of people flying in, driving in, just to come and watch our game, and I think it really hit me when I was able to find my parents and family up in the press box. I know you guys probably have similar situations, but especially grandparents who wouldn't be able to watch in Ottawa just because of the travel, so hoping we made them proud tonight, and super special having them here.
Yeah, pretty much the same as both of them. Obviously, had a lot of friends and family here. I think I had close to 50 people here to watch me. So to play here in front of a lot of family that hasn't watched me in maybe even 7 years live. So it was a special moment for me and my family, and I'm just really proud to be here.
Stephanie kind of said 50 people for her here. They say you play for free when you come home. I'm curious, Emerance and Danielle, how many people did you guys have here that you had to get tickets for?
I know my immediate family got 40, but I have extended family and friends and old coaches, so I'm probably close to 70, 100.
Yeah, I think around the same. My dad was able to get a box, so that kind of helped me out a bit, as I was able to kind of give tickets to past coaches and friends like that. So that was really nice.
For Emerance, it was kind of a slow first period for you. Maybe, you know, the girls are pretty fired up being able to play, especially you two at home. So how do you kind of, especially with how the second period went, how do you keep yourself in the game when you only get 2 shots in the first period and then it's so busy in the second?
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting game in that sense where the first period I think I had like 2 or 3 shots. And for me, I know that I will get busy. And so I always have to mentally keep in it. And for me, it's just 1 shot at a time. And I knew that Toronto would come out in the second and push hard. So I was ready for it. But yeah, I think it's just mentally, you know, staying in it, try to keep moving around in my zone whenever the puck's in the zone, even if I'm not getting shots. So it's just staying in it physically and mentally.
A question for all of you. What does it mean to see so many fans here with signs and chanting they want a team here in Edmonton one day?
Yeah, I think it's really special. I think it shows how much the women's game has grown, and looking up at those little girls and even boys with all those signs, I think it just shows how much and so how far we've gone, I guess. And yeah, it's just a special moment.
Yeah, I would just echo that. I mean, Mel Davidson actually came and talked to our team before the game, which was pretty special because she kind of spoke to the woman who kind of paved the way for us that sometimes get forgotten about. So, like Steph mentioned, to see little girls, boys, but also I would say like older people who kind of have paved the way to make this all happen is really special. And I know we're going to appreciate this moment far beyond this game, regardless of the win or loss. So. It's definitely a special one kind of for everyone involved, and we're obviously super grateful for the support we received today, and hoping women's hockey continues to grow.
With the sold-out crowd, what does the support from Edmonton, even Alberta, say about possible PWHL expansion here in Alberta?
I wish we had some intel on that, but we don't. I mean, Edmonton definitely deserves a team. It's a big hockey city. I mean, you know, we see it with the Oilers and how much support there is, but it was so exciting to see the support for women's hockey. And, you know, I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, maybe a little bit biased, but, you know, Edmonton is just a massive hockey city. So, yeah, it was really awesome to see. I know. That's awesome.